This Week at Bungie is a weekly blog post posted by Bungie themselves, which updates us, the player base, about what's going on in Destiny 2. This week at Bungie, we have quite a bit of spicy information, most notably going over the new Europa raid coming in Beyond Light. We have information on when this raid will be taking place, the power level that you need to be, Bungie also talking about how they're going to make sure that no cheaters will win the world's first, and they also give us a glimpse at the 24-hour emblem and the raid completion emblem for this raid. They also go over a lot of information concerning next-gen consoles on Destiny 2, a bit of an update as to some Festival of the Lost hotfixes that we put out recently, which I've already covered in a video, as well as a bunch of art stuff going on to the Bungie store, and Deej actually separating from Bungie. So we have quite a bit of information to go over. Let's go ahead and jump into it. They start off their post by saying, "This week at Bungie, we're calling the shot for the next race to world's first. Destiny 2 Beyond Light is about a month away from launch, and for us, this means closing out the game and getting ready to hand it off to you, with a few more fun social media moments to unveil along the way. For you, this means a final stretch of anticipating the new story and the new world you'll experience as you aim down the barrel of your weapon of choice. For the elite raiders in the room, this means a new shot at glory. The race to a world's first completion of a raid is one of the most spirited traditions in the Destiny community. Race day is when the world turns its eyes to Destiny to see who emerges as the hero. We have stood next to some of those legends on a stage while they claim their titles in front of a cheering crowd, and it's almost time to fire that starting pistol again. The next race for the world's first begins on Saturday, November 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific, so 11 days after Beyond Light launches. That should give you plenty of time to get ready. We'll see you assembling your fire teams and conspiring how to power your way up to a competitive level, and we hear you asking when you should call in sick. Now you know, so get to finalizing your plans." They also give us some information as to what we're going to need to know. Contest mode, which is a mode for the first 24 hours of the raid, is going to cap all players at 20 power level below each encounter. The artifact power level that you get via the season will be disabled during the contest mode. 1230 is the power level that you and your team need to be at the cap for every encounter, and being above this power level will not give you any more of an advantage. Bungie also goes over some information basically telling us that they're going to be closely monitoring the world's first completion to guarantee that no cheaters or anything weird goes on for them to accidentally crown somebody that doesn't deserve the world's first completion. So it's basically going to take a little bit longer than usual for them to figure out who the world's first is, as they're going to be analyzing the data, stuff like how many deaths were given out, or how many headshots were done, or how much heavy ammo was used. Basically, just going over a bunch of information for the run of each team to guarantee that they did not cheat their way to world's first. And they also give us information on the new 24-hour raid emblem, which you can see there, which looks pretty awesome, as well as talking about a raid jacket that will be available until December 31st for people that complete the raid. Now, I gotta say, this is gonna be the first raid in a very long time that I'm gonna be attempting a day one completion of. I really want to get my hands on that emblem. It looks absolutely sick, and Bungie also gives us a look at the regular raid completion emblem, which you can see on screen here. Now, that's all the information that Bungie shared concerning the new raid coming out. They then move on to talk about the next gen consoles for Destiny, most notably a field of view slider that's going to be on all of them: Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S. They go over 4K resolutions, the frame rate being capped to 60, faster load times, cross-generation play, meaning that PS5 can play with PS4 and so on. Really, really cool stuff here coming out from Bungie. They then showcase some of the hotfix stuff that they announced, for the Festival of the Lost, which I've already covered in a video, link in the description. And then they also go over some art stuff for the Bungie store that community members can submit their art and then basically have it sold there. Lastly, Deej announces his departure from Bungie at the end of this TWAB, as he was the one that wrote it up. He's been with Bungie for a full 9 years, and he's going to be leaving on November 6th. And honestly, Deej was by far one of the most recognizable people that works at Bungie. He's been working since Halo, and since I've been playing Halo, since Destiny's Alpha and all the way up to this point. Deej has set the standard for a lot of things in the gaming community as a community manager and as a community member at Bungie, and it's sad to see him go, man, but he definitely led quite a bit of legacy. He left quite a bit of a legacy at Bungie, and kind of sucks to see him go, but everything comes to an end, and this is Deej's final TWAB. But I gotta say, man, this was a pretty good TWAB overall. Very sad to see that Deej is going, but I'm glad that Bungie did give us information regarding the new Europa raid coming out, getting into specifics, and pretty much guaranteeing to us that nobody that ends up cheating during World's First will be crowned World's First for the raid. So I'm glad that Bungie is taking the proper precautions, giving us this information up front, letting us know the date, contest modifiers, power level, as well as showing us, you know, some of the emblems and stuff. I'm really excited for that. And honestly, for those of you guys that don't know, this is the longest that we've ever gone between raids in Destiny franchise history. By the time that this new raid launches with Beyond Light, it'll have been like 400 days since Garden of Salvation launched, which is pretty insane of a gap. That's an even bigger gap between Wrath of the Machine and Leviathan, which were on completely different games. So I'm excited for Deepstone Crypt. I cannot wait to run it on day one and hopefully get that 24-hour completion. I think that's gonna be freaking awesome, man. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below about this video. Got plenty of videos upcoming here on the channel, and I definitely really do appreciate the support. We've gotten over 1,200 new subs in the past month, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below about everything that we talked about, and I'll see you guys next time.